Have you got an annoying door handle that's constantly loose and just won't do up and tighten? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to fix that right now. Hey, what's up guys, JB here, and thanks for checking out this video. If you haven't done so already, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? That'll be fantastic. And you can check out more videos just like this one. Right, let's get on with fixing this door handle. Well, this ends up being one of those jobs you just leave for ever and ever, and you just kind of get used to this loose handle. But I'm going to put a stop to that because it's really annoying and I want to sort it out. Now, I did a fix like this just the other day when I was at a client's house, and one of the jobs they put on my list was to put the door handle back on the door. Looks like it had been slammed or yanked a bit too hard, I think. Right, so the first thing we'll do, we'll take the door handle off. That always makes sense. So these are the screws that are in there. These are pretty standard for putting a door handle on. But the problem with this kind of door is it's quite hollow. Now usually if you've got a solid wooden door, this kind of thing won't happen, but this is not very strong material to keep those screws anchored, and a little bit of movement over time, of course, and this is just going to come loose. It's funny though, because this is the understairs cupboard, and alright, it gets used a lot, it gets shut and opened a lot, but it's actually happened to the inside as well. You can hear it. Maybe there used to be people living in the cupboard, who knows. But here we go, look, you can see, apart from where it's gone yellow, that the door handle has actually done some damage to the door as well, where it's been moving. But also you can see how fibrous the door is here. And it's just a bit of hardboard really, and hardboard isn't the best thing for holding screws. Now we are going to reuse these screws, so don't throw them away. What I'm going to do to begin with is just try and flatten the door here a little bit, because what tends to happen when the screws pull out of timber, it tends to pull some of the timber out with it. So this is actually a little bit raised, as you can see there, as I've just taken a bit of the door off. What I want to do is just expose that hole as much as possible. Now what you want to do is get yourself some really good wood filler. Now I'm not talking about the white stuff in a pot you just put in and leave. We need to get some 2-part filler. This stuff goes off really hard, and basically you've got the filler and you've got a hardener which you mix it all up, and within about 30 minutes it goes rock hard. Now you can get some of this if you want to. You can go check out another video right here if you want to, a bit of a review on this. But this is the type of thing to get, a 2-part filler. If you just use a standard poly filler, it's not going to work. So there's the filler and there's the hardener. So we'll mix a little bit of this up. We really don't need a lot at all, because these holes are quite small. But I guess I better do enough for the other side. It wouldn't be worth doing just one side, would it? So this stuff is nearly finished. I've got myself a new tub of this, but it does tend to go a little bit dry towards the end, so I'm not worried about using too much. That's definitely too much for what I'm about to do. Now when using this 2-part filler, the quantities recommended are a golf ball to a pea. So I know that's not quite a golf ball, but I'm still going to put, let's put a small pea's worth on there, maybe a tiny bit more. There we go. That is going to be absolutely plenty. So we'll just mix this up. Using a little block of wood like this is always a good idea. I think you might have used a bit too much there, JB. That's alright. Okay, that is well mixed in. So let's get that in those holes. So the idea is here to try and push as much of this filler into that hole as possible. So don't just go over it once like that and then think, oh, that'll be alright. Keep putting it on top and squash it in. We want to get maximum amount of filler in that hole. Let's put some in the bottom here. Just keep pushing it in, pushing it in. We're going to make sure we've got no filler stuck around the outside of the handle, because this stuff is pretty tough to get off once it's gone off. There, plenty. Yeah, so we'll just clean that up around the edges like that. This door is going to need painting soon. I'll just give that a little wipe around the outside there. In an ideal world, we could just screw the handle plate straight onto the door again, but we'd have to have it a bit of an angle like that. I'm sure there's some people out there who have fixed their handle to the door like that because the screws just don't hold anymore. Anyway, the filler's gone off, so let's drill those holes out. What we need to do here is drill a rather small hole. I'm not going too big, it's probably about half the size of the screw in terms of diameter. So nice small drill bit. I'm going to put a hole right in the middle where I've applied the filler. Fantastic. Holes are drilled. Let's get the handle on. Remember, if you're putting more than one screw in something to hold it, like this for example, remember, get all the screws in loosely first, then tighten them up. Now that feels nice and tight already as I start to screw those in. Now they were all loose, but this one in particular was really sloppy. Oh yeah, that's pulled in nice and tight. Lovely. Go round them all again. Fantastic. Look at that. Spot on. Job done. Cool, man. So if you've got any loose handles, no excuse now. Go on, go get them done. Well, that's it from me. Hope you found this video interesting and helpful. Any comments, leave those in the box below. If you want to see more videos just like this one, then check out the playlist at the end of this video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and all that jazz. Fantastic, I'm done. I'll see you on the next video.